Hello, my name's Harry. Thank you very much for tuning in. Welcome to Grape Times blog. This is day one of my Douro harvest 2017. So I'm in Portugal. Really happy to be back. I was here 2 years ago working the harvest. Arrived yesterday, flew in from London, picked up by my friend's friend. So my friend is Pedro Branco, very talented young kind of new generation winemaker here in the Douro. We'll talk about him and his wines and his philosophy going forward as well. So yeah, picked up by a friend of Pedro's. Took me to his house, never met the guy before, but we're in Portugal. They love to receive. Had a few beers, bottle of wine, so it was a really good first night. So we are in Quinta da Foz. Quinta da Foz is in a township called Pinhão, angled on the Douro River, about 100 kilometers or so inland from Porto. It's where the hub of the wine and port production is really made. It's very much the heart of the region, so it's a very special place to be. Today was a tough day. 20 tons of grapes. Really tough, but hey, really good fun. That's what we're here for. I worked with Pedro 2 years ago on another project using his winery, so I've now come back to work with him instead of for him because he's a pretty inspirational character and it's a very special thing to be a part of. Really tired, first day back in, but hey, I'll have to man up on that front. But first of all, I'll talk a little bit about what we've done today and what we're looking to do in the days going forward. As I mentioned, today we received 20 tons of grapes. Most of these grapes are what we call old vines. Old vine is essentially what, I suppose it's a field blend of old vines, old varieties. There's not necessarily a specific variety that any one of these are tailored to, so the vines are so old really that it's quite hard to pinpoint which grape is which, but just a loose example of the different sizes, the different bunches and clusters that we get, from the really small, just here, very petite, still quite powerful, very delicious grapes. The more medium-sized here, quite loosely bunched at the top, still very different to the first. Again, another medium-sized bunch, but these much tighter together. So again, definitely a different variety. And then finally, a medium to small, where we can see nice and tight bunches again, but the berries are much smaller, possibly a Tinta-Cal or something like that. But I will brush up on my Portuguese grape varieties and then we'll do a little masterclass on that going forward. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's going to be a tough harvest. I think I'm ready for a beer now, but I don't want to do that on camera. I'll do some wine tasting on camera, but I might have to get a little bit more comfortable before I do the beers. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. Great time to everyone in the Douro.